they may be just fine taking a full week off and coming back and being fully refreshed. But so I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
it's really subjective, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like we know what the science says, but the science doesn't always include you.
Yeah.
You
That's
know
true.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
so,
That's true.
well, I guess it never includes you.
No,
So it's like,
everyone's different, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I think that's the important part of this talk is that, you're doing things similar to what I'm doing, but we're still doing them differently.
Yeah.
I think multiple reasons. One big one, especially with the high rocks, because of the races, I like to call it the great equalizer. There's some moves that you're going to be better than me,
Yeah.
and there's other moves I'll be better than you.
Yeah.
But that's why the high rocks is so popular, because everyone has those events that you can be actually better at. But that run in between, that's up to how much endurance you have, how much endurance, how much work have you put in,
How fast can you go?
how fast can you go,
How long?
for how long, right?
How
So,
fast and how
and there's a few channels that talk about this, about the hybrid training, and they've done the pro high rocks, and I've gotten some good knowledge from them about running fast basically. And I think on our first go round, I didn't run fast a lot.
Yeah.
There was a couple times I did, but I did more of like, can I make this amount of miles?
Yeah. You kind of. I think we both did that, where we got caught up in like pacing
Right.
ourselves, instead of just like, just go, man.
Just go, just
Like,
go,
just go.
just go. Yeah, just
and
go.
So, and that's tough to do. When
It
you
is.
know that you have a long race ahead. Like, can you just push it right out the gate and see where the wall is?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Just go.
Sprint to the wall. You know what
Just
I mean?
go.
And then once you hit that wall, then it's like, okay, start thinking about managing and pacing and things like that to get through. But at least you know where that wall is for you.
No, it makes sense. So let's go to 3 days before the race. 3 days before the race, that would be Thursday, technically,
Well,
right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
I mean, kind of. It depends on how you want to count days, I guess.
Yeah. But the Thursday before.
We'll say that the Thursday before. We're assuming all races on Saturday.
Yeah.
Some of them are on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, which brings up to another point. We'll go to that. But 3 days before the race, or the Thursday before the race,
Yeah.
What are you doing and what are you thinking? What are your goals?
I'm really dialed in nutrition, hydration.
All right, let's break those up. Let's not go too far.
Okay.
Nutrition. What do you mean you're dialed in for nutrition? What are you thinking?
Nutrition, clean carbs.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I operate well with like sweet potato and rice even, and still a decent amount of protein. Not a whole lot, but I'm not necessarily carb loading. I'm allowing myself to have more carbs though.
Yeah.
You're
pushing those stores up, pushing those glycogen
make
stores.
Sure glycogen stores are full.
Yeah.
While not,
but not overdoing
not
it.
just like overeating.
Like the seafood diet, like you talked about before, is like you see some food and you just eat it.
No,
because
just not overeating.
I think that's a good point though, because when you get to that point, like we're pretty hungry.
Yeah.
We've been working out for 3 months. You're ready to go. Endurance is up. Weight is up. Done a lot of strength work. So you're probably going to be a little bit hungry.
Yeah.
So watching what you put in your body, and like you said, I think you brought up a good point. Not dirty carbs, basically clean carbs.
Yeah.
So I'm not grabbing like cookies and cakes and stuff like that and just throwing that in the tank, right?
Yeah.
The sugar causes inflammation, so that's going to be a problem on the joints.
Yeah, that'd be a big problem. And part of that, like feeling hungry, I mean, like kind of hedge that with hydration. I guess is the next point. Like making sure that you're actually hungry. Maybe you're just thirsty. You know what I mean? Just make sure.
Great point.
Let's continue to drink.
Say that again.
Yeah, you might not be hungry.
Right.
You might just be thirsty.
Right. Sometimes when you feel like you're hungry, you're actually thirsty.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't really know the difference sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you said that, because that's a huge point.
Yeah, just make sure you're hydrated before you feel famished. Like, all right, well, have some water and then think about what you want.
Makes sense.
You tend to make more sensible choices that way.
Okay. So definitely dialed in nutrition and hydration Thursday before the race.
Yeah.
How about activity? Like what type of activities are you doing?